class is going to be a yin style class, which is a very slow, very accessible form of yoga. It's all about holding the poses for longer to allow in with lots of props. So we'll be using our blocks, pillows, a strap, blankets, cushions, whatever you have to make it more comfy for yourself. And it's just all about letting the muscles be supported so that the tissues and the bones can just release and the muscles can release as well. So it's similar to like acupuncture. They believe that holding the poses for a long time releases the key energy in your body, and kind of like the energies with our chakras, just allows them to settle and rebalance. So we're going to start off today in a heart bench. So if you have a blanket, just roll it up like it's a hot dog. And if you don't have a blanket, you can maybe use a pillow and kind of try and squash it in. And just bring it to the base of your back. And just lie back down onto the blanket so it's on all of your spine. And allow the arms to come out wide. The feet can go wide. Or if you want to, you can bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly position. Or if you want, let them go out straight. So today's class is just all about finding what feels good in your body. So take the variations and the options that suit you best. And just roll your right shoulder blade down closer towards the mat, and the same with the left. Inhale it up and just roll it back and down. So the spine is completely connected with the blanket. Palms are facing up. And just take a minute here to close down the eyes. Connect with the breath. Noticing the body, any areas that have any tension. Sending the breath there. Bringing the inhales and the exhales through the nose. Inhaling deeply. And noticing, where do you feel this breath? Is it in your belly, in your chest, in your ribs? And as you exhale, notice what you're feeling falling away. Inhale, the belly rises and the ribs and up to the collarbones. And exhaling in reverse from the collarbones, the ribs down to the belly. Inhale, the chest rises. And exhale, the chest and the belly sink. A couple of more breaths like that. Next time, just try and make the exhales slightly longer than your inhales. So inhaling for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhaling for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep that pace going. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And then just gently release any control over the breath. Bring the knees in, plant the soles of the feet down, and gently roll off your blanket onto your right hand side. You can make a little pillow with your upper right arm here. And then press with your left hand up to an easy seat on the mat. You can take it sitting up onto your blanket. It's already rolled up, so your hips are up higher than your knees, and finding your easy seat or your sukhasana. And again here, just inhale and exhale through the nose. Feeling the sit bones ground into the blanket or the mat. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. The crown of the head reaches up. And on an inhale, just drop your right ear over to your right shoulder. And just make a nice stretch in the left side of your neck. Inhale deeply. Fill up the left side body and exhale. Inhale, take the head back up to center. And exhale, drop the left ear over to the left shoulder. Stay here for the inhale. Filling up the right side body. And exhale, let it go. Inhale here again. And exhale, take it back to center. And just locate your strap. And stay seated in your easy seat. And take the strap so it's just wider than shoulder width distance. And on an inhale, take the arms up overhead. And exhale, allow the arms to drop back behind you. Inhale to come back, up and over. And exhale forward, just flossing into the shoulders. Inhale up. And exhale back. Inhale to take it up. And exhale down. Maybe just play here now that you've warmed up the shoulders a little bit, walking your hands in closer. Find your edge. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, take it up, and maybe just slowing down through the sticky spots. Working into them a little bit more. Finding where the tension needs to be released in your body. Inhaling, moving with the breath. Inhale to take it up, and exhale down. Just keep going a few more like that at your own pace. Walking the hands closer on the strap until you can no longer sweep the arms up and over in one foul swoop. It's just working with the edge of your flexibility. I'm just looking for sensations today, sensations in the body more than how it looks. Last one, inhale up and back. And exhale, take it forward and down. Release the strap. Just let go of the strap and just put it over to one side, out of the way. And we'll just come up kneeling. So slide up onto your knees. You can keep the blanket underneath your bum if you know that you sitting on your knees hurts your feet after a while, or maybe even a block, just to take the pressure out of the front of the feet. Inhale here to reach the arms up, and exhale. Point the fingers up and lower the hands back down so they're straight out in front. A few more like that. Inhale. And exhale. This time, bend at the elbows and cactus the arms and draw the shoulder blades back down the back. Lift the heart up. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, take it back up to center. And exhale, just release the hands back down by your sides. the hands to interlace behind the low back. So the right thumb is on top. And exhale, take the hands onto the right hip like you're holding a holster at your hip. Press that right elbow back so the shoulder blades draw together. Inhale here and exhale. Drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. I'm just noticing how different that feels than the first time we did it without this holster grip in the hands. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, release the hands and try and chase the floor with the knuckles, lift the chest. And exhale, take the grip of your hands over to the opposite side. And just switch the grip so your left thumb is on top this time. Hug that left elbow in and back. Inhale and drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Staying here for a moment, breathing into it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to release the hands from the side and chase the ground with the knuckles. And exhale, take it back to center. On an inhale, sweep your right hand up towards the sky and internally rotate your right bicep. Bend your right elbow and take the left hand and internally rotate it. Bend the left elbow and try and connect the fingers at the middle of the back. You can use a strap in your right hand to make the connection if it's very far away from each other for you. Or if you don't have a strap, you can just use your left hand to bend your right elbow down. Inhale to lift the chest and exhale, round through the upper back. Inhale, lift the chest and exhale, round the upper back. Inhale, come back to center. Release the clasp of the arms and take the arms out to the side like a big T and take the right hand under the left elbow. The right elbow crosses under for eagle arms. Try and connect the palm. Inhale, lift the chest and exhale, round through the upper back. Again, 2 more like that at your own pace. Inhaling to lift the chest and exhaling to round through the upper back. Inhale, lift the chest and exhale, round. Just gently release the clasp of the hands and take the arms to your shoulders. Give yourself a little hug. Inhale, sweep the arms out to a T. And exhale, we'll repeat on the other side. So the left elbow is underneath the right, so the opposite way to before. Inhale to lift and exhale to fold. Inhale, lift and exhale, round through the upper back. Inhale, lift, exhale, round, just really getting into the shoulders and the upper back. Inhale, take the hands back to hug the shoulders. Exhale here. Inhale, release the arms out wide. Sweep the left arm up, internally rotate that left hand. Sweep the right arm back, internally rotate the right hand. Bend the left elbow and the right elbow and try and clasp the fingers. You can use the strap or you can just use one hand here for Gomukhasana arms, cow face arms. Inhale to lift the chest and exhale, just round through the upper back. That's going to make the clasp a bit more challenging. Inhale, lift the chest and exhale, round the upper back. Inhale to lift and exhale, round. Inhale, come back up and just release the clasp of the arms. Maybe gently roll out the arms, taking any movements you want. Roll out the wrists. Take the hands onto the upper thighs and just close down the eyes here. Just take a moment. Inhaling and exhaling, connecting with the breath. Finding release. Notice how the neck and shoulders feel different now that we've stretched them out. Open up the eyes and just come onto hands and knees for a quick tabletop position. Just to tap out through the feet. You might feel a little bit dead if you were sitting on them there for a long time. Inhale here, exhale. Send the right foot back behind you. Point through the toes and roll out the ankles. And then bend the right knee and just make some circles here with your right knee, just opening up into your hip. Looking for sensations in the body. Take it back the opposite direction. Replace the right knee down when you're ready. And just take it over to the left side. Inhale, send the left foot back. Roll out the left ankle. Go in the opposite direction. Bend into that left knee and just make circles. Making any movements that feel nice in the body. Letting go of any tension or stress. Take it back the opposite direction to the way you were going. Moving with the breath. Just replace that right knee down onto the mat, the left knee even. And just find your pillow or your bolster, whatever you're using as your main comfortable prop today. And take the knees wide. So you might want to take your blanket to pad underneath one knee is probably going to come off your mat. Take the knees out wide, flex the feet. So the hips are over the knees and the foot is bent 90 degrees to the shin, and then the knee the same. Just slowly inhale here and exhale to lower your upper body down onto the prop for a supported frog pose. Manduka Asana. So you want to send the hips back in line with the knees. So they're not too far forward, but also not too far back. Just in line with the knees, so you feel a nice opening in the inner thighs here. With no pressure or pain, just gentle release. Inhale deeply in through the nose, working with the breath to find space in the body. And taking this time to do a quick scan of the body here. Noticing what's coming up. What do you feel? Where do you feel it? And sending the breath to where it needs to go. And finding this spot of comfortable discomfort. So while slowing down like this, we're not moving as quickly, but it can still sometimes feel just as intense. And we're releasing and letting go. And maybe when you've held the pose a little, you can remove some of your props and it feels more comfortable to go a little bit lower than normal. Always just finding the edge with your body. Working with the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And once you find your place of comfortable discomfort, trying to remain still and calm, and not fidgeting, just allowing the posture to work into the body. And taking this time in these longer holds to just sit with your thoughts. Noticing them without judgment. Just being aware. On your next inhale, slowly come back up onto your hands if you were lower down on your elbows or you're on your prop, and put the weight into your palms and then bring your big toes to touch and shimmy the knees back in underneath, back in a tabletop position. Might feel nice to just take some rolls with the hips here. Maybe open out the knees again and take little circles, just warming back up the inner thighs after we stretch them there. Doing it on the right and the left, moving with the breath. Maybe inhale, send the hips forward, make little circles. And exhale, send the hips back in our tabletop. Finding whatever works well for you. So when you're ready, you've finished taking your little movements, find your bolster or your pillow and your blocks and come sitting on your hips, on your bum, on the mat. Bring the soles of your feet to touch a little further away than we normally do in our Baddha or butterfly or bound angle. So maybe like your legs are making a diamond shape. Bring your pillow, your blocks, whatever you're using, make kind of a ramp so that when you fold over, you have some support in front of you. You might need to use a couple of cushions, a couple of blankets, a couple of blocks. It might also feel nice to put a blanket underneath the bum so your hips are elevated a little bit higher. Inhale here and exhale. Just slowly fold forward onto the bolster. Allowing your upper body to rest completely. Completely folding in on yourself. Taking this time out to go within. Foster a sense of self-awareness. Taking care of the body. Slowing down the mind. Connecting with the breath. Just releasing and letting go into the props, trusting completely that you're supported. Maybe when you've been here for a couple of breaths, you can release some of the support so you can go a little deeper. Maybe you're happy where you are. Finding what suits you, what feels good for you. And as you go within, just being an observer of yourself without judgment. They say yoga is not a workout, it's a work in. Especially this yin style of just holding poses, sitting with your body, sitting through the thoughts, breathing through discomfort, releasing, surrendering, trusting. On your next inhale, just gently tuck the chin and roll back up to sitting. Remove the props from your foot, but don't change too much. Just slide your legs out wide for a straddle. You can keep the blanket underneath your bum or a block. Maybe just, if you can normally go really wide with your legs here, maybe just taking them in a little, taking it back maybe 90-80%, setting up your ramp here. The feet are flexed, inhale, and exhale to fold forward. Again, trusting that you're supported here by the props and just releasing, softening, letting go, going within yourself. And if you're very open in this position, you want to go all the way to the ground with your upper body or further, you can, but just trying to hold back a little bit today, just signaling to the body that everything's okay rather than creating tension in the body. We're trying to let it go. But of course, you do whatever feels good for you today. Keep the connection with the breath. In and out through the nose. Not quite as controlled as our regular yogic breath, but still breathing deeply into the belly and filling up the chest. Finding your stillness, finding that comfortable discomfort, but never any pain. If you ever have any pain, just please come out or modify as necessary. And when you found your stillness, maybe you can play with removing some support and fold a little bit deeper. And this time, just slowing down, stretching and lengthening the body is so important. Releases the fascia, which are like little cobwebs in between the muscles. And just like if you don't dust in your house, the cobwebs get thicker and bigger. So if you don't take time to stretch out certain parts of your body that maybe you don't do normally or in a regular workout, they also will get thicker and more stuck. With these kinds of forward folds, we're really going into ourselves, looking within. In a survey, most people said they feel most creative when they're meditating or doing a hobby they enjoy or resting. So this kind of slowing down time, this resting time, this time just going within, it's not wasted time. Your next inhale, slowly tuck the chin and rise back up. So you're sitting straight back up. You can bring the hands to the outer thighs and let them guide your legs back together as you maybe move some of your props off to the side. Take the feet back together, maybe give the legs a little shake. And from here, just slide the bum forward. Remove the blanket if you had it underneath and just take one of the blocks. You can also roll up your blanket like a hot dog like we did at the beginning. Your choice, and just fold back over your block. So it's right in between your shoulder blades along your spine. You can take the butterfly feet here, just taking a quick heart bench to open the chest back up after all those forward folds. Opening ourselves back up after going within. The shoulders roll down towards the spine on opposite sides of your block or blanket. Arms out to the side, palms up. And the soles of the feet can be together as the knees knock out, or of course you can straighten the legs out if that feels better for you today. Inhale here and exhale. Slowly roll onto the right side off of your prop. Press into the left hand to come back up. Seated. And locate your pillow or your bolster, whatever big comfy item you're using, and bring it to the base of your low back. Take your blanket and fold it so that it's underneath your knees and your feet, setting it up just at the edge of the bolster. And just come kneeling with the bum on the feet, the knees pointing forward. They don't have to be touching together like we usually do in this virasana or hero pose. It can be wide today as we're going to be taking the support of the block. You can also put a block underneath the bum if that feels better for you. And you can put a block on top of your pillow too to create more height on the back. Inhale to sit up nice and tall, and exhale to fold back over. So the head is nice and supported by the bolster, the chest is lifted by the added block, and the knees and the tops of your feet are padded under the blanket. Supta Virasana, reclined hero pose. If you'd like to make it a little more intense, you can turn your pillow or your bolster sideways, like so it's parallel with your back, and then when you roll over, your head comes to the ground. So just making it a small bit more intense. You choose the option that you want to release today. And if this is very intense on the knees, you can do the butterfly feet and use the bolster at the low back that way. For Supta Baddha reclined butterfly, so bring the soles of the feet to touch. Bring your pillow or bolster to the low back and lie back, allowing the chest to reach up. So take the variation that best suits you today. No pain in the body, only comfortable discomfort. So finding the option that suits you the best. Opening yourself back up after all of the forward folding going inside. Opening the heart back up. Opening yourself back up to being more compassionate, more joyful, being more open to receive and give love. Being more open to positive energy. And using every exhale to release any negative energy from the body. From this position, taking your awareness to your heart center, space in the middle of your chest, where our heart chakra is located, that these chest openers and back bends work with. And as you're breathing in, imagine a green light there growing with each inhale. And with each exhale, send that green energy, that green light out to all corners of your body. Inhale, fill it up. And exhale, this time send it out into the room around you. Inhale, fill it up. This green energy, this love, universal love, and exhale, send it out further into the world. When you're ready, slowly tuck your chin. Press the palms of the hands into the ground by the feet. If you're in the hero position, slowly walk yourself up off the pillow and the bolster. You can come forward onto all fours for a minute and just tap into the tops of your feet. That can be quite intense on the feet. Folding back on them like that for a while. Just taking any little movements through the spine you want, maybe figure of eights, maybe some cat-cows, inhaling to drop the chest, lift the tailbone, and exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, round the upper back. Making anything you want. When you're ready, press back to sitting on your heels and just slide the legs out in front of you. Move the bolster or your pillows out of the way for now. If you want, you can use your pillow towards your blanket towards the top of your mat. And just make a little bit of a edge on the top to make a little pillow for your head. Locate your strap and just lay down onto your back. Finding the little pillow of your blanket. And take the strap and hook it into your right foot. So just the strap is loose. And just make 2 loops with your hands around the edges of the strap. The left heel is grounded on the mat. The sole of the foot reaches up. And by looping the strap around the hands, you don't have to pull with your hands. You can just let your hands hang and let gravity do the work. You can bend into your right knee if it feels better for you. Trying to straighten that knee and send the heel up towards the sky. Both hips are grounded on the mat and both shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you can coax that right foot closer up towards your face as you sit with it for a few moments. Just breathing through it. Inhale and exhale. Pull that foot a little closer. Of course, you can just send the foot towards the sky and let the strap hold it. If you want to just be more passive, if you want to work on stretching the right hamstring more, allowing it to come closer towards the base. The longer you hold the position. Inhale and exhale. Pass the straps over to your left hand. Maybe you need to do your little loops again with the left hand. Inhale and exhale. Allow the right foot to go over to the left side. Take the right hand out to a T and take the gaze over to the right. Feel a nice stretch in that right IT band. Energetically sending your right toes towards your left shoulder. The strap is taking the weight. And just noticing the sensations. Using the breath to calm the mind. To signal to the body it's okay. Inhale, gently guide that right leg back to center. Pass the strap over into your right hand. Maybe take a loop again. And exhale, let that right leg fall out to the right. Take your left hand onto your left hip to encourage your left hip to stay grounded on the floor, on the mat. You can take your gaze over to the left side or wherever is comfortable for you. Keeping that right foot nice and flexed. And energetically trying to send the right toes towards the right shoulder while keeping both hips squared up towards the ceiling. And eventually, as you breathe further and deeper into the stretch, maybe your right foot and leg goes closer to the right side, the ground on the right side of your body, than it did when we first came into this posture. By using these slower holds with the breath, with props, show your body that it's okay, allowing it to release deeper into certain postures, allowing your flexibility to improve without being forced. And patience. And the body will open up. On the next inhale, guide the right leg back to center. Release it from the strap. Maybe shake it out a little or do anything that you want that feels nice and intuitive to make that right leg feel good before switching over onto the left side. Take the strap around the sole of the foot, maybe around the ankle. Take 2 loops with your hands. Straighten the right leg out onto the mat. Heel of the left foot pointing up. Inhale and exhale. Both shoulder blades, both hips are grounded on the mat. Staying here for a few more breaths. Finding your release. Feeling the stretch in your left hamstring. Noticing that comfortable discomfort. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you can gently encourage the left leg closer to your upper body. Inhale and exhale. Stay where you are. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you can send it a little closer, just probably a tiny little movement. And your next inhale, pass the straps over to the right hand. Make your loops. Take the left arm out to a T to the left. Take the gaze to the left and drop the left foot over to the right hand side. Energetically sending the left toes towards the right shoulder. The weight of your leg is in the strap. Feeling a stretch through the left IT band. Sending the left toes towards the right shoulder. remembering to breathe. Sometimes when we're uncomfortable, we tend to hold our breath. Always remembering to keep that connection. Inhale, take the left leg back up to center. Pass the straps over into the left hand. Maybe taking loops with the hand. Take the right hand onto the right hip to keep that hip grounded down, and exhale. Allow the left leg to open out to the left. The gaze can be up or over towards the right, wherever feels most comfortable for you in your neck. Energetically sending the left toes towards the left shoulder. Working with the breath. Both hips and both shoulder blades are on the mat. And maybe after a few moments, that left leg is a little closer to the ground on the left side of your body than it was when we started. Feeling that sweet release. Comfortable with discomfort. The letting go, the surrendering. Knowing that with time and patience, maybe one day that foot will get all the way to the ground. On an inhale, gently guide your left leg back up to center. Release it from the strap. And just take any movements with your leg, knee, or ankle. It just feels nice to reawaken into that left leg. Intuitively, anything that feels good in your body. And on an inhale, reach your arms up overhead, lying on the back. And exhale, bend your upper body over towards the right hand side of the mat. And take your feet over towards the right, so you're in this kind of banana or crescent moon shape. Cross your left foot over your right and use your right hand to around your left wrist and just kind of encourage that left arm over, getting a nice stretch in the left side body. Breathing deeply into the left lungs, the left intercostal muscles, the left hip. And the head can just relax any way that feels good. Maybe on the right upper arm or just looking up at the ceiling. Stretching through the left side body. Inhale, Release the clasp of the left hand, uncross the legs, and just take it back to center for a minute. Inhale here and exhale. Let it go out the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Bend the upper body towards the left hand side of the mat. Take the legs over towards the left, so you're in your banana crescent moon shape. Cross the right ankle over the left. Catch the right wrist with the left hand. And just gently encourage that left hand over. So the whole middle of your body is staying on the mat as your arms and legs bend to the sides. Inhale, breathe deeply into the right side of your body, the right lungs, all the space between your ribs, the right hip. Exhale, let it go. A few more breaths here, just feeling the stretch in the right side of your body. Inhale here and exhale, take it back to neutral. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the knees. Take the arms around the knees and just hug them into your chest. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe taking any little rocking motions from side to side. Just massaging out through the low back. Maybe forwards and backwards to get the whole spine in. Inhale, hug the knees in. Exhale, press them away a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, curl everything up, lift your upper body and head towards the knees, hug everything in. Exhale, release the feet and the hands to opposite corners of your mat, as wide as the mat, the palms facing up. For savasana, our final resting pose. Feel free to take any variation you want here that's more comfortable for you. You can take the butterfly feet. The knees can knock in together as the soles of the feet are planted. You can roll up a blanket and put it underneath your knees. You can put a blanket underneath your head. You can get a blanket to be more cozy. Doing whatever you want to do here in our final resting position. Take any last little movements or fidgets you need to be comfortable. Inhale deeply through the nose and exhale. Let it go out the mouth. Just inhale here through the nose for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold it at the top for 4, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 4, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 4, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale to 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 4, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just allowing your breath to be uncontrolled now. Letting go of any tension anywhere in the body. And take your awareness down to your toes. And imagine a bright light shining on them. Sunshine. And as it does, it releases any tension in the toes. The sunlight moves up to your ankles, shins and knees, releasing the tension as it goes. The warm feeling passes up through the thighs and the hips, melting away any tension. Shining on up through the lower belly, mid-belly, the chest and shoulders. Melting away any tension from the shoulders. It travels down through both arms and hands and all the way down the back body, the back, spine, all the muscles in your seat, the backs of the legs, the heels, and your neck and head completely relaxed. All the muscles in your face. Letting go of any tension in the jaws. Unfurling the space between your brows. You are completely relaxed. You are completely relaxed. You are completely relaxed. And when you're ready, slowly start to bring your awareness back to your physical body, waking it up with small movements in your fingers and toes, moving up to your wrists and ankles. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Send the feet away from the arms to a big morning stretch. Exhale, release. Inhale to hug the knees into the chest. And exhale, roll onto your right side, making a little pillow for your head with your upper right arm. Pausing here for a moment, preparing to re-enter the world after a practice. Keeping the eyes closed down, press into your left hand and find your way back up to an easy seat. Take the hands onto the upper thighs, or maybe rest them in your lap. Taking a moment here, just noticing, scanning the body, what feels different now. Have you released tension? Have you let go? Bring the hands into prayer at heart center. Bow your chin into your chest. Taking a moment here to thank yourself, thanking your body, having gratitude for all the amazing things it can do. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this restorative yin style practice today. Hope maybe you'll sleep well tonight after it. The light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in all of you. Namaste.